Now we are joined by Casey's lawyer, Jose Baez. Nice to see you, Jose.
Nice to see you, brother.
Jose, what a challenge for lawyers. Every conversation your client has in every social visit, it's recorded.
Not only is it recorded, it's analyzed and microanalyzed and played again. And comments are made to make a story, and things are taken out of context. And you really don't get a grasp of who Casey is through these tapes at all.
Well, you know, I get sort of I've been on both sides of this. I mean, the media, and of course, we love to get these so that we could get more information about the case. On the other hand, I can only imagine trying to sort of battle this, but this is the Florida law.
That it is. You know, we have a system, and we have to work within the system, and that goes both ways. And that's certainly one of the things we have to deal with.
All right, now you said moments ago that we don't get any sense of who Kaylee is by these videotapes. What do you mean by that?
Casey.
Casey, I mean.
Casey is just certainly not the person that she's being painted out to be. I've had ample opportunity over the last 7 months to get to know her, and she is certainly nothing like what's being portrayed.
I assume, based on the fact that everything is recorded except for legal visits, your visits aren't recorded, are they?
I certainly hope not.
Well, I hope not too. All right, but I assume that means that it's smart just to cut off all visits.
Well, you know, her family's very concerned about her, and she misses her family dearly. But because of this, because of the microanalysis that's going on, I've had to advise her that, look, this is not something that is in your best interest. And fortunately, she trusts me and trusts that we're doing the right thing for her and is following our advice.
All right, now, we're in the pretrial stage, and you filed motions. What's pending now for the court to sort of resolve that's sort of important to this case for you?
Well, what we're mostly concerned with, and my number one priority right now, is to try and get all of the forensic reports back while we have Kaylee with us. I currently have that grand responsibility, and we want the toxicology results. We want all of the medical examiner's information, so that way our independent experts can do their tests, and that way we can then turn over Kaylee's remains to her family for a proper burial.
Why don't you have that? I mean, has the prosecution completed its autopsy and completed its forensic tests?
They have.
So what's the problem? I mean, that should be like they roll the card over to your office, say, here it is.
Well, I trust that they're doing everything they can to get things to us and in a proper and efficient amount of time. But certainly, this is something we want to do now. And we want to get these results so that way we could do what we have to do so that Kaylee can be buried. I
guess I go back to it. I don't mean to pound you. I guess I should have the prosecution here for that. But, I mean, if they've got the tests done and you need the information so you can conduct your autopsy, which the rules provide for, I assume, is that, and so then that this child can be buried, it seems like it's a pretty easy thing. Just get the records over to the defense.
Correct, and that's something we've been fighting for since the very beginning. If you recall, once we believed that this was tentatively ID'd as Kaylee, we wanted to go in there right away, but we were denied that fact. So we have tried to to stay on their tails, to get these things done quickly, so that this girl can have her proper burial, and that's what we have a job to do, a duty, but at the same time we're conscientious of of everything else that's going around, and it's no small task, I can tell you that.
Jose, if you'll just stand by for a moment, we're going to have much more with you after the break. Now,